Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you how to add subtitles using YouTube. So all you need really is just a YouTube account, which is just any Google account, and your video file. So here I have a video file that I used over the summer at HMCS Ontario. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. Go to YouTube, upload your video. The key here when you're uploading your video, since we don't want to make this viewable by anybody, just change the privacy setting to private. And now only you can see that. So we're just going to wait for this to upload before going on to our next step. Okay, so the video has uploaded. We are now in the video manager section of our account. Here is the video. We're just going to go to edit and subtitles. Now it's been a couple minutes since I uploaded this, and YouTube has generated our captions. My video is only 1 minute long, so it's not too long. It took about 10 minutes for our captions to generate. But depending on how long your video is, it may take 10 to 30 minutes. And it might take a little bit longer. So when you first upload it, you're not going to see any captions here. It'll be empty. But since I waited for it to process, it has generated English captions automatically. So our next step is just to edit these automatic captions because YouTube has transcribed them and it's not always 100% correct. So we're just going to click on it, which enters the view of the automated captions, and we're just going to hit edit. Now we are allowed to edit all the timestamps and all the transcriptions for the subtitle, or for this video. So if we just hit play, we can watch the video and see where the subtitles are. Right now it looks pretty good in terms of time stops. It starts and ends near all of the peaks, and it sort of matches what's being said. The only exception here, about half a second, it starts a bit too early. Easily edited just by dragging the ends. So you see here I can drag the ends, and that will dictate where the subtitle starts and ends. You can also do the same over here by manually changing the times. So if I change this or get rid of this 2 milliseconds right here, you can see it's reflected on the timeline. There's that gap now. So that's how you edit the time stops. The transcription is pretty good, but it has some problems with military terms. For example, he introduced himself as Warrant Officer Second Class Bergen. It has not done that. So just to change that, all you have to do is just select the text you want to change and start typing in. Okay, let's assume that I have done all this. You'll just go through the whole video and edit all the captions, make sure it all aligns and it's good. Assuming I've done that, all you have to do is then hit Save Changes, and it saves your edit. And as you can see, we have our original automatic transcription provided by YouTube, and underneath we have a new English subtitles, which is the ones that you have just edited. Okay, to add a French subtitle, just hit Add New Subtitles or Closed Captions, select French Canada, or whichever language you're looking at, and then hit Create New Subtitles or Closed Captions. So if you look at the very top over here, it says Translate Subtitles and Closed Captions, English to French Canada. So this English is referring to the English file that I just edited and saved. That new closed caption file, the one that we have corrected from the auto translations, or auto transcription. So all the timestamps over here are the exact same, and all the text is the same as the English file, which is really good because that means you don't have to double the work of changing the timestamps. So to translate into French, just select Auto Translate, and as you can see, YouTube uses Google Translate to translate into different languages, and it has prepared these translations. You'll have to go through it again, just like we did with English, make any adjustments as needed. Especially with military terms, it sort of doesn't handle those 100%. Okay, again, assuming we've done all that work, we have now an English file and a French subtitle file. What we're going to do now is going to download these files onto our computer and edit them so that we can use them for Facebook. So we just go into the subtitles, and here under Actions, we'll select Download, and download is an SRT file. SRT is the like the standard for subtitle files. And we've just downloaded. And what we're going to do, this process differs a little bit on Windows and Mac, but what we're going to do is we're going to have to open this up in a text editor and just change the format of the file and the file name. So on a Mac, we have a text edit application that opens these up. On Windows, you have Notepad, just whatever text editor you have, and you see what's actually inside the file. Okay, so the format for naming, or the convention for naming these files is standardized. So you can just type in whatever name you want. So I'm just going to call this Cock of the Walk, because that's the video. And then you're going to put a period, and then you're going to put in the language code. So this is the English translate, or English subtitle, so I'm just going to put EN, this is lowercase, underscore, and then in capital letters, you're going to put the region. And so I'm going to put US for English United States. And then this file extension, .srt. Very, very, very important. Down here, or depending on Windows, maybe a different location, just make sure you select the encoding to be UTF-8. It should be UTF-8 by default, but if it's encoded in a different manner, Facebook won't be able to recognize it. Also, caveat here, Facebook, for whatever reason, does not like English Canada SRT files. If you try to upload, or at least in my experience, if I've uploaded an English Canada SRT file, it does not recognize it. So I always just use English US and then make that the default for any English videos, and there's no problem with that. Okay, so we'll just hit save, use the SRT file, and if I just go to my desktop, I now have a properly formatted caption for our video. Now, we should repeat the process for the French video. So we're just going to hit back. This may take you back to the video manager, but it's okay. Just go back into the subtitle menu, and we're going to hit on our French subtitle. Go to download, press SRT. We're going to open that up again in a text editor. And just like we did with the English, save that as a new file, name it whatever you want, and then period, language code, lowercase, so this is FR, lowercase, underscore, and then regional code in uppercase. So we'll put French Canada, CA.SRT. If you want to know all the different regions and just want to get more information on the naming convention, just Google Facebook SRT file format, and Facebook has a help page on this. Again, we're going to ensure that UTF-8 is selected. SRT is the file extension. Save, make sure we use SRT file, and we're done. So now, if we go back to desktop, I have Cock of the Walk video. I have an SRT file for English US and an SRT file for French Canada. So our next step is to go to Facebook, and we're going to upload this video. So I'm going to use our squadron's Facebook page, but I'm not going to publish this publicly so everybody sees this video. But again, the mechanism is the same on any Facebook page. So we're just going to add a new video post, select your video file, and Facebook's going to upload this pretty quickly. It's only 1 minute long, so it's very short. And then we're just going to hit captions over here. So upload SRT files. We're going to select R2. And as you can see, since we named it in the proper format, Facebook automatically recognizes our SRT files. So a default language, so here it says you can choose a default language for captions to appear on videos when the preferred language isn't available. So Facebook users browse Facebook using a language that they select. So if we have both these files right now, so if you're viewing Facebook in French Canada mode, you're going to see the French Canada subtitles when you view this video. If you're browsing in English US, then you're going to see the subtitles appear in English. Default language allows you to say that if you're not browsing in one of these languages, then default to this subtitle. So if you're, for example, browsing in English Canada, you're not viewing it through English US, by selecting English default, you're going to see English subtitles. So that's all that really means. If you have a French video, then you sort of want to do the reverse. You want to make the default the French subtitles. Okay, let's just save as unpublished, since this is a test, and see how it looks. Okay, so our video just finished processing. It's unpublished on my Facebook account here, so I just have to go to our video library and to view it. And if we go to test it, we will see that it works. And that's all that there really is. If you have any questions, just let me know.